WNY.
Watercooler.com.
Stop the hammering. Stop the hammering out there. Who's got a hammer? Where is it? Where's the hammer? Is it on the... Go up on the other floor. Somebody go up there and stop the hammering. Stop the hammering. I'll go down to the goddamn floor myself and stop it. Keep the goddamn commercial break going. Call fucking Phil Griffin. I don't care who the fuck you have to call. Stop the hammering. If he had a decent kind heart, he would...
Brother, come on, you take a look at the news. Watch the news for 5 minutes, Steve, and then tell me that your life is awful. You're a clown, Steve. I'm tired of the clown show. Tired of it.
Welcome back. WNYWaterCooler.com podcast. You got Steve, the host. We got Coast on the line. Look for us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. We're everywhere. Worldwide.
What's up, Steve?
Didn't even want to have a podcast. I got no takes after that game, but the fanboy here was begging, so I had to do it.
Yeah, just give some background. I assumed we would be doing one after the biggest win of the season and going into the biggest game of the season coming up, and the host said this game is meaningless Sunday.
No, you said it's crucial to our playoff chances, which it's not.
It's a huge game.
It's a 15-point spread. The stadium will be half empty. I got 4 free tickets. You gonna go?
Is it really going to be half empty? Is it sold out? What's the deal?
They don't keep track of that anymore. I mean, the tickets are probably distributed, but it's gonna be an ugly crowd. I can almost guarantee you. Our fans are all fair weather bandwagon bullshit Sabres fans. Sabres been bad for 10 years. Oh, the Bills are good. Well, let's get a dome and then I'll go.
Weren't there thousands of people at the airport again?
Yeah, because those are all the bandwagon people that want to be on TV. Who would go to an airport and stand there in the cold just to be 100 feet away from them? I mean, maybe if we actually won something, if we ever did.
You get a glimpse of Josh?
Yeah, get a glimpse of him. Well, his one good game he's had since the Dallas Thanksgiving game.
How can you say that?
Well, he didn't take a back-breaking sack or a fumble. Is this like his first game not having a turnover in his career?
You know that it is.
Oh, yeah, because we get to play the Jets. But, I mean, he played great. I'm not going to deny it. He was amazing, which is makes it even more shocking.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Well, I mean, we played against a shitty quarterback. If that was any other team, if you put a different jersey on that team, we should have killed them.
Their defense is allegedly good, and we shredded them, unlike I've seen many teams shred any team. Every drive inside the 20, 0 punts. The only time we got stopped was a dropped pass in the end zone. And we put on a clinic.
And you were probably still nervous middle of the fourth quarter, I bet. I was.
Well, I was nervous because our defense didn't really. I don't think our defense had a great game. Yeah, Jones didn't do much because I just don't think Jones can do much. It's just what we talked about last week. Right?
Yeah, how did we lose to them already once? I don't get it.
Because we played them in a hurricane. And like we said, that game you can put any two teams on the field in the league and flip a coin. It really that game was a joke. But we nailed it last week. They were gonna have their offense. They ran it all over us again. They scored touchdowns on back-to-back drives in the third quarter, or in the second half. And so we and our offense just kept answering, but we couldn't get, we got one stop on D, we could put the game away. We didn't get it in the second half.
Yeah, the difference was the turnovers. We didn't turn the ball over. They were just waiting to get a turnover, and it never happened. Allen played amazing, and we didn't have any weird fumbles.
Yeah, you don't, and like we said, both games we played them. If we don't turn it over, we will win. We didn't turn it over, and we were easily the best team, clearly the best team. It was, the game was, we won by 11, it should have been 20 plus. Just the way the game looked. And Sanders catches that pass, and, Jesus. It's hard. We could have, Sanders, I guess that's the one play that sticks out is that we,
the Kumaro drop, and then
the Kumaro and then Knox scores, and they call Williams for an ineligible man. So, like...
Yeah, those two plays were big.
Yeah, so we kicked a field goal there. And so... Yeah,
the Kumaro play... Yeah, I mean, I want a little better pass there on the Kumaro pass, but in the fourth, we had that 2-point conversion that was bad too. But yeah, I mean, the Knox, and then the Knox had a holding on the next play. I didn't see one replay of that. I didn't even see another clip of it.
Well, they don't show replays in Patriots games if it's a bad call against the Patriots.
I heard that their fans were complaining about the refs. Was there any ref penalty plays that went against them?
So there was the one play in the first half where Hughes, they picked up the flag on Hughes.
Oh.
And Pats fans were losing it on Twitter. Hughes touched his back and then basically tried holding him.
He grabbed him and held him up. He fell awkwardly. And that was after they just got a questionable penalty. Oh, no, that wasn't questionable. They crushed him.
That's the thing about that is we stopped them on that drive, like 3 and out, like they looked terrible. Our defense made 3 great plays, and we bailed them out on a passer.
What is Obata doing there?
Like you can't ask the refs to just win you the game.
Exactly. Was there anything else? I mean, I don't remember. Now I'm thinking about that Hughes play. Okay, they threw a flag and then they picked it up, and then the next play there was a taunting call on that.
Same play.
Same.
It was in between. Like they picked up the flag, and then it was before they ran the next play.
Yeah, taunting on their own.
But their lineman, it was a dumb play by their lineman. He's like talking shit. He's like getting in our D-line's face. Like, and the ref just was right there and threw the flag. Like, you got to know the rules. So I was surprised they picked up the flag, but come on.
And we're not objectivizing, but if you are watching that, I mean, the announcer kept saying, "Why are you putting your hands on him? Why are you putting your?" He grabbed his jersey to hold him up. He's running at nearly full speed. What's he gonna dive out of the way and land on his own hip or something? The announcer really was on that, but objectively he was holding them up.
Yeah, clearly no intent to hit him or anything there, and so throwing the flag would have been, I don't know. I think they made the right, obviously I'm biased, but I think they made the right call to pick it up. Like, okay, we got a guy.
It seemed like the right call, but I would have thought that they would just offset him, just because that's the way it goes with the Patriots usually. But
yeah. But there was I don't remember there being many penalties called in the game on New England. There was maybe another skirmish where they got called for.
I mean, there's calls where they had to call them, like offside, false starts, stuff like that. I think the Patriots are rattled. I mean, they're still not used to losing. I mean, they shouldn't be, but.
I mean, we went in there, and I mean, New England finally played 2 teams that are playoff teams, and in not a hurricane, and they got their asses kicked in both of them, and it's not. I'm not surprised. So it's they're good. They're still a good team. They're well coached. They still have a good defense, but I just don't see how. And I've been thinking more about who on the playoffs. If our offense can play like it's been playing, give me the Colts or Pats. Like these teams that can't throw. Like if we're not going to actually score, good luck running it and staying in the game.
Yeah, whatever happened in the halfway point of the Tampa game, Bill's offense is actually scoring again. If you're going to be putting up 27, 30 points, I'll go against Mac Jones all day. I mean, that guy, right now, he's not a good NFL quarterback. The hype around him even if people go back the last 2 months, it's more infuriating.
Yeah, the hype around Mac Jones is the biggest, most ridiculous thing of the season so far, I think. And we knew it. It's like, he hasn't had to do anything. All the credit in the world to McDaniels. He's a good offensive coordinator. He knows what plays to call. But when Mac Jones has to keep up with a good offense, I mean, good luck.
Even when he had time, he started skipping balls, missing guys. I mean, he was horrible in the fourth quarter. The game wasn't out of reach, and he couldn't do anything.
If he's under duress at all, or he just I don't know. He's comparing him to Allen. Like if I was a Pats fan and watching that game, I'd be like, oh god.
Well, Allen had that Cam Newton I'm going to run through guys attitude, which it's fine now, but I mean, you can't rely on that for a couple of years. I mean,
Yeah, but he's a way better passer than Cam Newton.
I mean, there might be some recency bias in that. I mean,
Well, he threw for four. I mean, I know Newton threw for a ton of yards like early in his career, but Allen's doing it. Like there's games he's just started to run the past couple of games. Really, he didn't run much for a large stretch of the season.
yeah.
But he's at his best. No question, he's at his best when he's running, and our offense is at its best when he's running. Maybe when we get like better running backs and have a better running game, we won't need to do that as much. But like
He could still avoid a couple of the hits. I mean, it seemed to me like he was looking for contact on a few of those runs. Hey, this year, whatever, but long term.
That fourth down run was that whole game winning like icing drive was just unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable play after unbelievable play. I rewatched it last night, and
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there was the
mix in a college football game.
What?
Mix in a college football game. You got like in your locker. You got pictures of Joshy Poo with hearts circled around. Oh my God.
Well, I don't think I appreciated the greatness of that last drive at the time. And I'll be honest with you, I thought we were up 6 watching it live. And
well, you should have watched it on TV instead of through Gamecast.
I was watching it on TV.
Oh.
And I thought, watching it live, for some reason, I thought we were up 6. And once we got in field goal range, I was like, all right, like, let's get this field goal and this game's over. And I'm rewatching. I'm like, holy shit, you're only up 5. Anyways, so that was one part of it. But the 3rd and 10 throw to
that's why I was pissed about the 2-point conversion.
Unbelievable play. The 4th and 2 run was incredible. I mean, that's one of the best quarterback runs I've ever seen. He like jukes the DN, then somehow like splits the 2 defenders who run into each other. It looks like he's gonna lose like 3. He gets like 80 yards, and then that 3rd and 10 pass to Diggs. I mean, just an amazing season.
I don't even think it was as good of a run as the Chad Pennington run, but I mean, he
tough to beat that.
He juked Devonta Hightower, and the guy took the wrong angle. But I didn't think he was going to bring him down anyway, unless the second guy came and hit him. But yeah, it was a great play. But I think he could have thrown the ball, but he knew that he could have juked the guy. It seemed like, or was there no one there to pass it to?
I don't remember that, but I don't know, that play was awesome. Then there was another 3rd down play earlier in the game where he threw across his body to Sanders. Like, incredible play. Just, not many quarterbacks in the league, if any, can make that type of play.
Well, it also helped that McKenzie, like, he got his free dinner from some family in North Buffalo, and then he is catching everything. That he played. I mean, some of the catches he made were like, this guy's a great fucking receiver, which he isn't. So
well, he brings something to the table that Beasley doesn't, and that's he can
fresh
attack,
lungs.
Those like deep over routes. Beasley can't run those routes.
Yeah, because he's too old and slow.
Yeah, and he's like, we don't even like I don't know if we've completed many of those deep over routes all season. And in this game, we completed multiple. And we had the only incomplete pass thrown towards McKenzie was one that McKenzie was a great catch, was an amazing throw, but it was another one of those like over routes that would have been there for like 20 yards. So those plays haven't been there all year, but with him they're there because and McKenzie's really good with the ball in his hands, and Beasley isn't. So as far as I'm concerned, Beasley now he's back because of the new COVID rules. I don't know, man. I don't know how much I'd play him.
I mean, I'm not rushing to get McKenzie off the field at this point, but I don't want Sanders
Davis
out there.
My main guys, I feel like my main guys would be Diggs, Davis, and McKenzie, and Knox, and and then I'd probably have Sanders come in before. I don't know. Beasley's like a situational guy, I think now. I don't think he should be anything more than that.
Yeah, I mean, he still can do a nice little 8-yard hook or whatever the hell he does, but.
Yeah, if you need a 3rd down and 5 or whatever, need someone to get open, then yeah. But I don't know. Allen looked more confident in this game than he has all season. He looked more confident throwing to McKenzie. Like that speed on the field, I think it's huge. It's a huge asset. Like Beasley, he's lost his step. Every time he catches the pass, he just goes down. Like, I don't know why we would bother throwing a short 3-yard, or wide receiver screen or little swing pass to the receiver to Beasley. I don't know why we'd even do that if we have McKenzie now, especially after what McKenzie did last game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not designing too many plays for Beasley, but so when is your hero gonna test positive? This game, next game, or the game after that? I'd rather just get it out of the way against the Jets, I guess. I
don't think he's gonna get tested, right? Unless he's got a fever.
Well, he has to report symptoms, but you can't. It's not even reporting. If you're gonna see someone coughing or has chills.
If someone's coughing or the only way that these guys are going to get tested is if they are noticeably sick.
There's still a lot of people going on this list. The other shoe's going to drop. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, other than the Jacks game, it's kind of falling in our lap here. I mean, I don't know who we're going to face. There's too many scenarios who we're going to face in the playoffs. Assuming we win these two games where we're favored by more than 14 points, but
yeah, I mean we got to take care of business first. You never know this season. I refuse to. After that Jags game, I can't think any game is a given. But I just don't think any important player in the NFL with these new rules is gonna test positive the rest of the season. No quarterback will. No I don't know. You might get. I would just be surprised. I would be surprised. I don't think they're not going to test anyone unless they're trying to do a press conference and they're hacking up a lung. Which, assuming Allen, he's got the COVID vaccine, and assuming this Omicron is just mild, I don't think he'll have an issue.
Well, hopefully. I mean, if that happens, it's just hopefully it just I don't know. But so you say this
Mitchell, your boy Mitchell already had it, right? So he's good.
Yeah, he's free for 90 days. I mean, maybe we could get Fromm back. He didn't look too good with the Giants last week, so get him back in the fold if they cut him.
Wait, so you'd want Fromm back because he looked bad with the Giants?
No, I'm saying he'll be available. He didn't. You're gonna play with the Giants. No one was even playing, and you're there for 2 weeks. Is he supposed to light it up? I mean, he's been in our system for 2 years.
I mean, you know how the NFL works, man. They're
the lingo's different.
Nothing's going to derail this season.
The Colts just put their guy on it.
Huh?
The Colts just put their starting quarterback on the list.
Yeah, they're trying he's an unvaccinated guy, and I don't think they have any problem trying to prove a point with these guys.
Well,
but now Wentz probably won't miss a game.
Well, yeah, maybe, probably. I don't know. So you're saying this is the biggest? You're crying that we had to do a podcast. This is the biggest game in 25 years.
Yeah, playoff. We get clinch a playoff spot. How many times have you been?
We need Baltimore lose. We need Baltimore lose.
How many times have you been at the Ralph in the past your lifetime in which we clinched a playoff spot?
I mean, maybe once in the 90s if I was there, but probably none.
Yeah, exactly. It could be an exciting day, man. And
if Baltimore loses.
Yeah, if Baltimore
loses. They're dogs.
And, what the fuck is that? Where are they playing again?
Baltimore's playing the Rams. The Bills are playing the Falcons.
I know that. So, the Rams. So, Lamar Jackson can barely walk.
He practiced today.
Yeah, I saw a clip on Twitter of him, limping up the field. So, I don't know. If he can't run.
Well, the other guy, Huntley's pretty good. If he still has both his lungs.
He'll probably be off the COVID. I mean, all these guys are going to come off the COVID list now.
Well, my point of this game that's so massive, it's against the Falcons, which the only thing the Falcons have ever done is blown a big lead in the Super Bowl. I don't remember any game they've ever played ever other than that, except maybe a Mort Anderson.
My second game ever attending was against the Falcons.
In 88?
In 1992.
What was the score?
41-14. Dion had a punt return TD and did his dance.
Oh yeah, I remember the punt. Yeah, I remember that punt return TD. That was long. It was 70, 80 yards though.
Yeah, it was a long one. It might have been a kick return. Maybe it's punt return. I can't But yeah, it was 41-14 Bills. So we might see a similar outcome.
He did do the high step. Was Jeff George their quarterback?
That's a great question. I don't remember that. I don't remember
So
that.
the other point is,
It being a blowout.
high of 31 on Sunday, low of 15. So that'll be nice and fun. No one's going to be there to block the wind for me in my seat. I'm going to be sitting there probably by myself. Who knows?
Let's have some weapons.
Do they?
Pitts, Patterson, Russell Gage. I don't know. And then
Zacchaeus.
Quarterback.
Zacchaeus. I mean, yeah, their tight end's pretty good, but he hasn't had like a great game yet.
He's only got one touchdown in the season.
Yeah, I'm not too scared of him. Their running backs are a glorified punt returner. Who, I mean, they scheme him open, I guess. I don't watch too many Falcons games.
The only game I watched them really this season was against New England, and they looked atrocious. But somehow they're 7-8.
Yeah, how 7-8? I'm going to bring up their schedule. But the other thing is, how much do you think the cheapest ticket on StubHub is before fees?
Before fees, ticket on StubHub. Give me the section, I'll tell you.
Just the cheapest seat in the house.
Probably like $10.
12.
Yeah.
This team, it's too cold for me to go. We need a dome. I hate these bandwagon ass fans. I mean, maybe it's a lot of old people, I guess, and they'll just be partying all weekend. I don't know.
New Year's weekend. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not an ideal time to be playing the Falcons, but it's only 65,000 there.
Because the cheapos that they'll probably maybe they gave them away for Christmas to like their nephews. Here, the last home game, the crowd was like, it was all like 20-year-olds. It was actually fun again for a minute.
That's what it'll probably be like that Sunday. It's similar NFC game late in the season, cheap tickets, all the.
I'll have to get some Goldschlager and take an Uber there then. Buy an extra table to break it.
Yeah, it'll be a good atmosphere, I'm sure.
Mm.
I don't understand how everyone should view this game as being a huge game. I don't want.
I think you're the only one.
Fancy to bring it.
I think you're the only one. People have been talking about the Sabres. I mean, that's how much no one cares about this game.
Is that a joke? Who's talking about the Sabres? Are they even playing?
I don't know. I think the season starts soon. Okay, so let's look at this for the Falcons. Their wins have been. So they beat the Lions by 4. They got trounced by the Niners. They beat the Panthers by 8. They got crushed by Tampa. They beat Jacksonville by a touchdown. Shut out by the Patriots. They lost by 40 to Dallas. They beat New Orleans by 2. They lost to Carolina. They beat the Dolphins by 2. They beat the Jets by 7. Lost to Washington. They beat the Giants by 3. So it seems like they just had an easy schedule.
All of their wins are by one score, but they've 6 of their 8 losses, at least, have been total blowouts.
Yeah, they've been blown out in all their losses except one. But I think I thought I heard they haven't given up a 40-yard play on defense.
40-yard play?
They haven't given up a 40 or more yard play, a single play.
I bet you we have at least 3 of those on Sunday.
Our quarterback doesn't throw the ball long. All he does is like check down or try and run the ball for 20 yards.
How about he had some nice downfield throws, but the patience in the first half was, they were just giving us the underneath throws to Devin, and he just took them. He was just taking them, and they were getting 6.
Yeah,
8.
What a shocker. He takes what's given to him for a change.
Someday you're going to have to admit, when this guy's like winning his 4th Lombardi, you're just going to have to be like, I think I have to admit that I was wrong.
That means that they'll have to win a road playoff game.
They might not.
This year they're going to have to. I mean, unless you're compiling,
Not necessarily.
you're going to be compiling all these Lombardis when we have no cap space.
You get the 3 seed, and then you play the 2 seed loses. Easily could happen this year. You're playing at home, and then the Chiefs lose.
Yeah, everyone hates the Titans. They're so bad, but they always win. Well, I don't get that.
They they keep it close. They're sort of like the Patriots, except they got a much better receiver and a better quarterback. So they, even though Tannehill sucks too, but I mean AJ Brown, the guy's unstoppable sometimes. So you're right. They keep the games close, like no matter what. Mm-hmm. And they just, I don't know. They seem to win a lot of them.
Well, they seem to win a lot of them. Yeah, they got the 2 seed, so yeah, it seems like they do. Great.
Yeah, so they're the 2 seed. Kansas City plays Cincy this week. That's an interesting game.
Yeah, that's.
Cincy, the thing that sucks for us, well, Kansas City's 2 games ahead of us. We can't get the 1 seed. We might be mathematically from that. But I guess the 2, we can't even really get the 2 seed. 3 seeds.
No, we could. If Kansas City loses out and Tennessee loses out, I think we would get the 1 seed. Or would Kansas?
You're
Would
right. Yep, that's right. That's right. You're right, because then Tennessee
We'd,
would be, Tennessee would have to lose. Kansas City's got 2 tough games. I think they had Denver. But Tennessee has Houston.
Yeah. Although they lost to Houston already.
Game.
Mills, my boy Davis Mills, guy's looking good.
He is pretty good. He's probably better than Matt Jones. Is he in the Rookie of the Year, Ronnie?
Everyone anointed Mac after he beat us with 3 pass attempts. I think I'm just gonna listen to Sports Talk Radio the day after that game from Boston and just laugh about how they were talking about it. Like, didn't they?
The more that time went on, the more that I felt that game was like, because that was part of the reason why I thought we were going to win last week. Was the way that game went. They clearly think Jones sucks. I mean, obviously. I get it was bad weather, but to only throw 3 times was basically just like concede that they're not going to do anything on offense and just hope you guys don't score. And then for us to have 4 red zone trips and get 3 points, they had 1 red zone trip the whole game. It's like they think their own quarterback stinks. We never should have lost that game. All the Belichick genius talk was a joke.
Well, I didn't hear a lot of that, but some people did say that. But there's going to be it's pretty good chance. It's looking like there could be a rubber match in MLK weekend. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would take, if I had to rank the teams I'd want to play round 1, it would probably be, assuming we get the 3 seed, I'd probably want New England or Indy more than, New England or Indy or Cleveland. Although I don't think we could play Cleveland, because I think the only way they get in is if they win their division.
There's too many complicated things that can happen. The AFC North is, I mean, since he wins, they clinch it. But like Pittsburgh's still in it somehow. Cleveland. I mean, Baker Mayfield. Last time I saw the guy, holy shit! He's in the NFL still? That was brutal.
I know. So Cleveland. What's Cleveland? 7-8.
Yeah.
So Cincy and Cleveland play each other. So basically, Cleveland. If Kansas City beats Cincy, and Cleveland wins their last 2 games, Cleveland wins the division.
Yeah.
Because I think they would have a sweep, or I forget exactly, but I think I heard that they would win the tiebreaker over Cincy at 9-8. It's just like that division's a mess.
I can't picture Cleveland beating Pittsburgh though, and I can't imagine either of those teams winning again. So I don't know. I mean, one of them technically has to win. I guess it could be a tie.
The crazy thing about the Browns is, like, I don't know, people think Green Bay is like the best team in the league, but Cleveland should have won that game, and Mayfield threw 4 picks. So, I don't know. Like, is Cleveland better than people say? Is Green Bay not as good?
I mean, I know they've had a tough schedule, but the Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland all have negative point differential. I mean, I know they're playing these tough teams, but that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, Cincy they should win the division. Although Cincy lost to the Jets. Although we lost to the Jags. Like every team except Kansas City has a bad loss.
Yeah.
What I want to see happen is I want Miami to win out, and then New England. If Miami wins out, then do we most likely play them?
We would. Yeah, I think they need. I think we need the Raiders to win or something. There's just way too many scenarios because all these. There's so many. There's how many teams that have 7, 8, or 9 wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams have 7, 8, or 9 wins.
Yeah, like who's even like who's eliminated in the conference other than just Houston, the Jets, and Jacksonville? Everyone else alive. Like even Denver's alive.
Denver would have to be alive. They go 9 and 8. There could be some weird scenarios where they have a positive point differential.
The Chargers are a mess.
Yeah, who they lose? They lost to a horrible team. Oh, that's Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, Eckler was out, Mike Williams was out. So Houston was missing 22 guys.
Yeah, Sandy or LA's whatever fucking city they play in. Their running back was out, Eckler, but
yeah, and just the Herbert love. I mean, he's obviously, he's good, but how amazing is Herbert? Like, I don't know.
He makes 65-yard passes. Great. Well, can you do like 15-yard passes? I don't know. I mean,
I heard someone say on a podcast this week that they were comparing Herbert and Burrow, and they were like, "Did you actually watch the games? Like, Burrow is definitely better than Herbert, but most people only watch the highlights, which is why why everyone thinks Herbert's like so good."
Well, yeah, one has to play Mahomes twice a year. I mean, I don't know. I don't see us losing to the Falcons or Jets. I mean, what's more likely, the Jets or the Falcons beat us? I would say.
Yeah, I think the Falcons. I don't see any chance in how the Jets beat us. The Jets. It'd be stupid for the Jets to win that game. Like, the Falcons are playing for something still. They're in the playoff race.
Yeah.
So this is like a season's on the line for Atlanta, which makes me a little nervous. But I just don't think they shouldn't be able to like compete with us.
If they had their real receiver, if what's his name was playing, I mean, maybe I'd be a little more concerned. But Gage, I don't know. I'm not scared of this team at all, and their coach is an idiot. So
is Matt Ryan the best quarterback we've faced since Mahomes? Maybe Tannehill.
I'd like to see. Too bad I didn't know research for this podcast because I didn't think we were doing one. What his record is in like sub 40-degree temperature, or even outside. What his record is outside. It can't be good.
Can't be good. Definitely can't be good. He can't move. I mean, he never could move. Now he just especially can't move.
Did you say especially or especially?
Especially. This is E-S, right? Did I say especially?
Hopefully not. I don't know. It's kind of muffled.
I hope I did. But we should be able
I'll have to go to the tape.
We should be able to dominate them.
Well, I mean, all we need is the defense to make maybe 1 or 2 plays. I mean, we need. Are we just now realizing we have to blitz Edmonds more? And why didn't Belichick blitz on our 4th down touchdown pass? I didn't get that. He gave us all day on that play.
Well, this is what teams were doing earlier in the season. It's just like putting everyone in coverage, and our O-line had a good game.
The O-line did play great. I mean, Spencer Brown was mostly playing left tackle, and then
Hawkins came in, and
Boxer got hurt. I mean, the O-line played really well. Judon really did nothing, surprisingly. But
I don't like Allen didn't get. The O-line played great. And if you're gonna sit back in coverage and not get pressure, good luck, man.
I don't get that. Why would you not attack Allen? He's gonna panic if he's got 5 guys coming at him. So.
Well, you don't attack Allen because he'll burn you. So you're kind of screwed. Your only hope to. I mean, Allen he's amazing against the blitz. Most of these guys are. Your best chance against guys like Allen and Mahomes are to get pressure with your D lineman and keep guys in coverage. And if you're not going to get pressure, you're screwed. So if our whole line can play good and give him time, oh man.
Wow, you're gonna have to clean the locker door after this. Holy shit!
Oh,
What? Oh my God.
Have you ever seen a better better quarterback game.
Yeah. I mean, in all circumstances considered, it was great. I mean, it was great. So I'm not going to besmirch the guy after that game, certainly, but I mean, we'll see.
Back in the MVP conversation.
I should have taken Mahomes after we beat him. I mean, everyone left them for dead too. And look, they're the 1 seed again.
Yeah, you can't. It's such a long season.
The overhype that happens in this league is incredible.
That's why I get so annoyed with the media because they make these super
like people like Jay Skurski. He was like mad at the Bills. Like I asked him, "Who pants do you, bro?" And he's like, "I don't know what that means." But like these guys, they get like mad. Like I don't know.
I get mad.
No, people in the media, like you're saying, these media guys. I don't know.
They get mad at the Bills. Sorry, I missed that. An alarm was going off. I got sidetracked.
I'm not gonna repeat it, but like you're saying, the media creates these narratives, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's exactly right, man. I can't even listen to it. It's like we'll be in mid-September, and it's like, oh, regression. It's like you played 2 games. What are you talking about, regression? Like, I mean,
There's just buzzwords that people use to sound smarter than they are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's smart to hate on the Titans. Yeah, well, fuck you. They're the second best team in the conference again, and they beat us. So.
We win 35-0 week 2, and people are down on the team. I'm like, what is going on? We just won 35-0 against a divisional opponent on the road, and we're upset. I don't know. That started it for me. Like let the season play out.
What's your prediction for this game? Let the season play out.
Prediction for the Falcons.
Atlanta.
I'm a little nervous, but I think we win 48 to 11.
The over/under is 44. But I mean, if this game was in September or October, I would think about it. But I can't even think about Matt Ryan beating the Bills in 30-degree weather in January. I just can't picture it. We'll beat him 30-10, I think.
Yeah, I'll take it. Similar to the Panthers game. It's kind of ugly, and we just take care of business.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you at the game.
Yeah, bye.
Bills like Buffalo.
Go fuck yourself.
Shit, I'm all about the Bills like Thurman Thomas. I don't tip, I pay bills. Bitches call me Buffalo.
Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Watch out for your cornhole, bud.
Okay, Lawrence.
This is Nathan for you.
Love the costume. Yeah. But what are you supposed to be? A new kid on the block?